Welcome to yet another episode of MPJ, the new rock album review show. I'm Nigel, we have Pete, we have Trish, we have Lauren, and we have William. Welcome, gang. So we are reviewing all the latest rock albums and rate them out of 5 and see if it gets into our Hall of Fame. Let's find out. Today's offering will be Slaughter to Prevail and their new album, Grizzly. Oh, well, if we're going to start with a word called Grizzly, there's only one place to start, and that's our friend from Holland. It's Grizzly Pete. Pete.
It's the hairy dude.
Yeah. Pete, come on. Slaughter to Prevail. Surely, one of your greatest bands that you must love this band.
I do. I love these Russian boys. They're great. Like I mentioned, was it last month we reviewed Shadow of Intent, and I mentioned like the heaviest voices in deathcore, one of them being Alex, the lead singer of Slaughter to Prevail, and he's bringing it again. Like I really want to see them live someday. Still haven't, but I've seen videos of Alex just putting the mic down, being like, yeah, I don't need the mic. I am loud as hell, and I can scream this entire arena upside down. Which he does, and it's amazing to see, and I want to see it up close in person someday. It's been a while since the last album, Kostolom, which was an amazing album with bangers back to front. And this is a brilliant follow-up because it's got bangers back to front. The sound is still pretty similar. They got a lot of scratchy noises, of course, very relying on Alex and his deep guttural voice. So yeah, they're really continuing in the spirit from the last album, which is brilliant. A lot of bangers on this album, like Kid of Darkness was released a while ago already. It's absolutely amazing. But basically, from Bandidos to 1984, first track to last track, I've fully enjoyed this album. Viking is also one I want to mention because it really stands out sound-wise, because somehow it's like Viking deathcore metal for that one track, which is really lovely. Then I got to mention the features on this album, because my God, the last thing I had expected to ever see was a feature, a collaboration between Slaughter to Prevail and Baby Metal. Like, oh my God, what is happening? This has got to be the greatest Russian-Japanese collaboration since World War II. It's absolutely amazing. So, yeah, great job. Love this album. I know you loved it too, Nige. Like, we'll spend some time listening to it together. It's good fun.
I don't think Russia and Japan collaborated in the World War II. So,
technically, but you know what I mean.
They had a pact to say whoever attacked us for the first is a bad boy.
Famously, the
I think that counts as collaboration. All right, sorry, Will, you're the history buff. Go ahead.
Famously, the reason Japan actually surrendered is because they were more scared of Russia than America. Fun fact for you.
All right.
I'm going to dig into that.
We'll have a chat offline for that. Lauren, educate us. We've been educated or not educated. What do you think of Slaughter to Prevail?
So, when I was a younger woman and was first getting into this scene, like 13, 14, sort of that sort of thing, this was my bread and butter. I absolutely love stuff like Slaughter to Prevail and that. However, I don't know, reflecting now, I don't know if it's because I actually liked it or because I wanted to be as rebellious as physically possible towards everyone around me. Yeah, listening to this, it did have that nice sort of sense of nostalgia of like, oh yeah, I'm taken right back to moody little Lauren from many a moon ago. And I enjoyed it on that front. On the first listen, that was my main takeaway from it. I was like, oh, yep, I'm right back there, and it's a really good thing. And I even said when we had a small chat in the office, I was like, oh yeah, I really like that. I'm really enjoying it. Unfortunately, as I've listened to it more and more compared to other stuff from this month and other stuff that I do listen to now, I've been on a journey. I've been on a musical journey, and my taste has developed and refined itself into other things. So whilst this is brilliant and I know exactly where it sits within my personal wheelhouse, it's sort of in that section that's on the shelf and a little bit dusty, sadly. So whilst I did enjoy it on first listen, I just sort of slowly fell out of love with it a bit. The high production value is fantastic on it. What they do brilliantly. Like, there is no taking that away from them. The track I got on with best was Rodina, but however you pronounce it. I really enjoyed that, and it is one of the ones that I will listen to from it. Overall, it has its place. Appreciate you guys. I've just moved on.
Moving on, Trish.
Okay. So, as soon as I hit play, I certainly woke up. Pounding relentless drums in my ears at 8 a.m. on a Monday morning. What more could you want? I have heard of Slaughter to Prevail, but not listened to them before. So I looked them up. Clearly the face masks are a trademark, creating a mystery about the band. I don't know. But they really are full-on deathcore metal, that's for sure. Although I did wonder in the middle of the track Bandito, when it went a bit off course with comedic foreign singing, I had to check an error hadn't occurred and I was still listening to them. Whilst deathcore isn't directly a go-to for me, I will always give it a go, as I've come to be a fan of metalcore over the years. But deathcore does take it to another level for me. This album has riffs galore. It is aggressive and grisly as such, but not to the point that I couldn't listen to it. It packs a punch, meaty, and is an interesting listen as it has mixes of other music influences, which I enjoyed, especially with baby metal. It certainly does make me open to deathcore if it is done like this and doesn't overpower me. I have to say, I did pull a skank face on Babaika, I can't remember how you pronounce it, track, because that had me nodding along and was a favourite for me on the album.
Thank you, Trish. Well, I tried. I mean, at least Laura it got on your shelf. I mean, it wouldn't even crawl off the ground to get onto my shelf, let alone be anywhere remotely near it. For me and my wheelhouse and my listening taste, this is probably the world's worst type of album for me. It's way too guttural. It's way too rubbish. For my listening taste, it's not rubbish, obviously, because you guys love it. But for me personally, no. I'm not sure I actually made it. Like Malevolence, I actually made it through because it teased me with some clean vocals. But this, I don't think I even made it to the end of the album. It was for me and my listening taste. It was just. It was just bad, mate. If you like me do not like too much guttural screaming, then this is not your cup of tea, and it certainly wasn't my cup of tea. I hated it. But will you guys love it enough? Will Simon have loved it enough to get it into our Hall of Fame? I will start with a big fat 0. William.
Yeah, I mean, mine was the biggest 5 I could possibly give.
There we go.
Fantastic album.
Perfectly balanced. Pete.
Close to perfection, so 4.5 from me.
Wow. Lauren.
It was a 2 from me.
Ooh. Trish.
I gave it a 4.
Well, listen, wow, okay, that's pretty solid. So we all know Simon can be a fan of this sort of genre. So if Simon gives this a 4.5, it is going to be in our Hall of Fame, because we're going to drop my 0. He give it more than 0. He give it more than 0. And so, 4.5 or above, it gets into our Hall of Fame. Wow, he give it a 0.5. A 1.5.
I thought just a 0.5.
Just a 1.5.
This is very not Simon, this music, to be fair.
No,
Wow.
he did not like this album at all. So, but maybe that deeper growlo is really probably maybe not his cup of tea. But anyway, it got 3.4, which is, yes, okay, because our top top 350 albums, 310th album of all time, and our 62nd joint one for, or 82nd, sorry. So there's been a lot of great albums this year, and Slaughter to Prevail didn't quite hit all of our musical tastes, but there were some people who loved it, and there were some people who did love it. So very much a very split panel on Slaughter to Prevail this month. Anyway, what do you guys think? Please hit your comments and like and subscribe below. Thank you very much. Thank you to my wonderful panel, to Simon, who's not here today, and to Pete, to William, to Trish, and to Lauren. Goodbye, and keep rocking and keep safe.